Hi everyone, welcome back for another Beyblade Burst GT unboxing, and today we're opening up a random booster volume 19. This is definitely one of the more interesting random booster releases. You've got a chance to pick up one of a number of golden layers, as well as a Armaterios re-release and a Metal Fight remake Bay Burn Phoenix, which is the prize bay for this volume, and also will be the one that we're having a look at in this upload. So I'll go over these other bays that you can get, or layers. So we've got a PHOENIX.Y.Wd, Valkyrie, Rock Dragon, a Grand Dragon, a Bushin Ashura, a Knockout Odin, which is pretty sweet. That guy was not the easiest thing to put together because he came as part of a random layer release, and as well as a Poison Hydra. And so that's it for the front there. So we'll go over to the back where we've got our parts listings, and I'm not going to go into them too much, but I will just mention that we get a lot of dash releases as part of this random booster, which is one of the other things that makes it so interesting, and as well as being something that's worth purchasing. Then over to the right here, we've got that prize bay, Burn Phoenix, as I mentioned before. Comes with Yell and Wedge, so that's something we haven't seen yet. That Yell, and that's it for our packaging. So we'll get him opened up, get those stickers on, and then have a closer look at all of our parts, and finish things off with the usual test launch. Alright, well that is everything out of the packaging now, and I completely forgot that we actually get one of these new chips. That's part of that Sparking Super King series that has just been released. That's how far I am behind with the opening of this volume, but we'll discuss that guy a little more once we get into looking at our parts here. For now, but we'll get those stickers on and come back. Okay, our stickers are on, and let's start things off with our layer. And here he is in close-up now, our Burn Phoenix, and I'm a big fan of the design of this Metal Fight Bay, or Metal Fight remake version of it. And of course there's no metal involved in it at all. All that silvering is just plastic, but that orange molding is awesome in the way it looks like flames rising up from the inside. And of course our sticker with that phoenix head surrounded by fire is pretty sweet as well. And then we've got that burn wheel etched in the outside. So all in all, really nice looking layer. We're going to go to the other side and have a look at the teeth. And the teeth are looking a little bit on the shallow side. Don't know how much more shallow compared to the other ones. I do have my Storm Pegasus here, so I'll do a small side by side here, and it looks like the Storm Pegasus ones are that slight bit deeper. Do we get the same amount of teeth? I think we get, looks like we do get the same amount of teeth, just a slight bit shallower than Storm Pegasus. So we'll see how that goes with burst resistance when it comes to performing against another bay, but looks can be deceiving. It might be just as good. Okay, well that's it for our layer. Let's move on to that disc. Alright, and here is that disc, Yell, it is called, and it is actually a pretty interesting choice for a disc, and for a good reason. So that being, it was originally released with an Anubis bay, but more recently it came with Drenza Flame, which is another Phoenix bay, and that might be the reason why they've chosen to pair it up with our Burn Phoenix. And it doesn't have the ability to have a frame attached to it, but it is quite wide, increasing its chance to come in contact with a layer just like a frame would have done if attached. And despite its appearance, it has an alright amount of weight to it as well, and it's balanced nicely to finish things off. So yeah, a really interesting disc. So we'll move on to that driver now. So our driver is another interesting choice. So it is wedge, and once again it was originally released with screw trident, which I do have my screw trident here. So oh, there it is, and I actually do like that see-through yellow a bit better than this sort of pastel yellow that they've got going. I think that probably would have suited our Burn Phoenix a bit better. But getting back to what I was saying, it was more recently released with Blaze Ragnarok. So another sort of flame theme thrown in there with this bay, and it's purely speculation. That could be the reason for the choice of wedge. So a completely fire-themed bay surrounding that whole Phoenix side of it, and yeah, pretty decent in the stamina department. We'll have to piece him together now and have a listen to those clicks before finishing off with looking at that last part there, and then getting him into a stadium for a test fire. We're partially assembled, so let's get that driver on, have a listen to those clicks, and oh, as I feared, that's not that strong, not as strong as I would like it to be, especially compared to Storm Pegasus and El Drago. But then again, both those bays got a dash driver. I think it would have been a good idea to have actually made this one a dash driver. But as I said, we'll see how it goes in a match. And let's have a look at this last part here before we do test him in a stadium. Here is that last part now, and it is the chip from the Sparking series or Super King series, whichever you would prefer at the moment. And so it looks very similar to the God chip in the center of those God bays, those previous series of God bays. And by now you probably know what it's for. I've seen the clips for the bays that are out at the moment, and I'm sure you probably have too. So it does aid in helping hold the bay together. And this date here has completely passed us by. I apologize for being so late with my unboxing, but you know, it's sometimes my orders get delayed, and of course there's some stuff going on at the moment which has caused a few delays with some of the things that I have ordered. But you know, stuff happens, and you just gotta roll with the punches, so to speak. So that's it for our little bonus part here, and let's get that stadium out. Here we go, let's do this thing, and 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Alright, well, finding a bit of grip on my stadium there, and oh, we are settling down into center, looking pretty nice while it's spinning as well, and showing off some of its stamina. Okay, well, that is it for this unboxing. I hope you liked the video. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.